Okay guys, welcome back to another video, and today I will be reviewing my two-wheel drive 1/10 scale Stampede. I will be testing it in the grass and on my driveway, but I have no way to test the speed, so you'll just have to think it's faster if it's slow. Okay, now I will be talking about this car and how it performs in grass and on road, and things that I like about it and don't really like about it. So first of all, it's really a really fast car for the size, I guess. Or not really the size, it's a really nice speed to where it's not too fast to where it's hard to control, but not too slow to where it's not fun. But I can say it does flip over a lot because it has that higher ride height, and that is definitely a big con with this car. It's just that it flips over a lot and can be very unstable in turns because the suspension comes very stiff. I did stiffen it up a little bit, but that was just to keep the ride height because sometimes in the grass it would start dragging. One thing that I do like is that whenever it flips, most of the time, which was an example in this video a few times, there was it flipping over, but then flipping back over onto its wheels, and I don't know if that has to do with the design, but it definitely likes to flip back over on its own. If it is fully flipped over, you cannot self-ride it at all, but it does like to flip over back onto its tires whenever it's flipping. I do like the performance, it's just that in the grass, it's definitely a significant lower in speed, but it's not really too big of a problem because of the bigger tires. It can handle the grass, because I've had smaller cars of the 1/16 scale and it just could not handle the grass at all. So this one's definitely a lot nicer, having still a lot of speed in the grass, but still it loses a lot of that speed. I do like how it is light enough to get some jumps, as in this video, and I love the whole idea that it's meant to wheelie, because that's a really fun mechanic to try and learn, especially in the beginning, because this is probably one of the best beginner cars, I could say. I'm not a beginner, but it seems unbreakable at this point because I've let my cousin use it, and he's ran it into stuff and it still won't break. And I do like how on the XL5 version, which is the one here, they actually do have the upgraded parts to keep it from breaking. I do love the fact that it doesn't really lose any of its ride height, because some cars it just sags down so much that it doesn't even look very cool. And I love how it can just reach out really far. As you can see right here, it can just go all the way down my driveway and back with no problems with connection. And it's very stable unless you're doing sharp turns. The sharp turns can be very difficult to kind of handle. And I do not really like how it can get very unstable whenever you're doing a wheelie, but that's not too big of a problem if you have good throttle control. And I would overall say that this is a very good car, despite some of its challenges. Like the grass, for example, if you had taller grass, it would definitely struggle to go through it. Like the taller grass on my property, as you can see in the background, it cannot handle that at all. If you go in it, it's very hard to back on out. And I can say the reverse speed is not very much, and it does like spinning out a lot, as you just saw right there. It can spin out, and the turning isn't the best on it, because since that keeps that ride height right there, if it turns, most of the time it either flips or just spins out and doesn't allow it to have nice clean turning. But I can say it's very good for beginners because it has the main mechanics and it's very nice quality with those beefier parts, and it's still fun going fast with the thought that it won't break, which is a really nice thing to have, especially with beginner cars. The ride height and size are perfect because it's just big enough to where it feels just really cool to have your own monster truck. And then right here, it's really easy to wheelie. And if you keep it at a consistent speed, then it can work really well. So overall, I would say this car is very good for beginners, despite some of its challenges. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.